So I'm standing here at Urban Farm Store, and I'm with Patrick of Grady Barrels.
Yep.
And it's rain barrels is what we're talking about here, right?
Rain barrels and rain catchment.
Okay, so let's just start right out from the beginning. I'm going to be honest. I've struggled with rain barrels because I knew that in the summer they weren't going to be filled from rainwater,
Right.
and I didn't have ideas about them. But you know how to use them properly, don't you?
Yeah, I've been doing it for 10 years, so I've run across a lot of different uses for these.
And they really are functional, even in the Northwest, which we really don't have droughts except summertime, every summer. But
Every summer.
we got a lot of water, so you found really functional ways to utilize them, though. So let's just talk about a couple of them.
Well, for example, at my house, I water all my indoor plants year-round.
Nice.
With them.
Yeah.
My cats won't drink anything but rainwater now. I do use it to water my garden at times, all my potted plants outdoors, and in case of an emergency where the power goes out and we're on a well, I can flush my toilet.
Exactly.
With rainwater.
And then you also have great ideas like right here behind us.
Sure.
Tell me about this idea.
So we're here at the Urban Farm Store, and he has his outdoor chicken coop.
Uh-huh.
Rainfall falls on this roof here, into the gutter, into the barrel. From there it goes through this hose into the automatic chicken waterer. So he's watering his chickens with the water off of the roof here, year-round.
Wow. And that really, all you need for this whole thing to work is this 55, is that a 55 gallon?
55 gallon. You need a gutter, you need the 55-gallon barrel, the connection hose, and the chicken water.
And the fun thing about it is you have all kinds of ideas like this that you can come up with for people, but you also really know how to make those barrels huge and contain a lot of water with them. So let's take a little break. We'll walk over here and show some of those up, okay?
Sure.
Well, Patrick, clearly this is a rain barrel on steroids.
It sure is.
But you guys even do much bigger ones than this, too.
Oh, sure.
And how does that happen?
Well, usually someone has a large garden or a recreational grow or something like that where they need a very large amount of water and they don't have water rights on their property. So we come out and we do these larger systems off of large sheds so that they can have their year-round water for growing all the plants that they need.
Because ultimately you're still collecting the water off of a hard surface.
Off of a roof surface, yes.
So that's what you're gathering up with these. And you tell me how this would work for me as a homeowner if I don't have like chickens or a lot of house plants.
Sure.
What can I use it for, though?
Well, this is the exact size that I have at my house.
Oh, okay.
And I love it. It fits in a great little spot in the corner of my yard. Doesn't take up a whole lot of space. And honestly, I have a pretty large garden, and I get about a month and a half of watering out of this.
Really?
Yeah. And then I hope for rain during the summer every once in a while. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't.
So then let's talk about what I've heard you say about daisy chaining. You could do 2 of those, or
Sure.
like a lot of. Tell me about how that would work.
Well, with the smaller rain barrels, say you have a side yard that you never use. Maybe you just push your mower through it every once in a while to get to the front yard. They're 2 feet wide. So you can take up half of that space and run them down a whole entire wall to gain capacity for a system that you want.
Wow, okay. And then you could also do 2 or 3 of that. You could daisy chain these big ones too.
If the size was right and the space was right, you could do as many of these as you wanted.
And they're really all a functional idea. But what about somebody aren't gonna look they're not gonna like the way this looks. What do I do about that?
Well, some people don't. And a lot of times people will put them behind a rhododendron bush and we'll bring the piping over and through so you can't really see it. Other people put trellising around it and then grow vines up it.
And you're always gonna help all of the people that come to you with even that, if that's a concern, that you'll help them with that as well.
It's kind of one of my specialties is identifying the location and the space.
Because that's important.
Absolutely, it's important.
So then all of that information can come to people if they go to your website, set up an appointment, come see you, and it also lists where you sell these at different locations, right?
It does, yeah. In Portland here, there's a few different stores, and then all up and down the I-5 corridor, there's several different stores. You can go to the website anytime and look up those stores.
Well, there you have it. You know, we do care about water in the Pacific Northwest, even though we think we have so much of it. So for more information, we encourage you to go to gardentime.tv. We'll click you over to their website. You can get some information and check into saving water for your own garden. Thanks so much, Patrick. I appreciate it.
Appreciate it.